As Wichita moves into the future, responding to unknown pressures, it is important to keep innovating new strategies to shape the city. How do you implement change while staying true to the values and community that shaped Wichita in the past? Initiatives can manifest in both passive and aggressive forms, from temporary displays to completely altering a landscape for human habitation. These outreaches encourage community participation and work on a small scale to create long-term change. Successful tactics offer engagement on many levels, exposing individuals to interesting objects and new environments. The intention of tactical urbanism is to activate community space that is both designed and inhabited by the urban residents. These interventions challenge the concept of what a city's streetscape should look like, while offering innovative solutions for sustainability, economic growth, and public accessibility. Because of the small-scale implementation, tactical interventions are a low-risk way to test a design response without making a substantial investment such as constructing a new building. Urban initiatives can either be hugely successful, leading to permanence, or fail and become a minimal loss. Either way, they still allow us to learn lessons that will inform future decision-making. There are hundreds of different tactical interventions currently being implemented, from unsanctioned efforts, like hand-painting crosswalks or bike lanes in high traffic, to sanctioned efforts, like pavement to parks of San Francisco. These initiatives cover a diverse spectrum of interest, all of which seek to create a livable community. What if artists or the community became the planners? We see those words everywhere, yet only live by the third. With the environmental crisis we face today with consumption and waste generation, people are looking for ways to do more than recycle. This is why we should start reusing. In Portland, Oregon, a recycled bike sculpture refers back to the strong bike culture of the city. In Bloomington, Indiana, a guitar made of recycled street signs and license plates refer back to the strong music community. In San Diego, the Green Art Parade brought the creative community together for a mobile artistic exhibition. In Ann Arbor, the community came together for a reuse competition where people submitted projects and voted for a winner. In Chandigarh, India, a rock garden made of recycled industrial waste boosted tourist economy with around 5,000 visitors per day. A creative youth center, Scrap USA, has prevented 140 tons of usable waste from entering landfills and has created a market for material reuse. Creative reuse can enrich culture, bring a community together, and enhance economic growth while practicing sustainable habits. Creative reuse is a way to advance Wichita's regional sustainability. This video will examine the North Mississippi neighborhood in Portland, Oregon as a precedent for the Wichita Downtown Master Plan. North Mississippi is on a similar scale of development as Wichita and has also been chosen for its successfulness in complete restoration of a place once considered one of the worst neighborhoods in the Portland metro area. Today, it is marked as one of the liveliest, most attractive, and visited places in Portland. The community has developed its strengths through the focus of family values as an economic generator. Unlike many business models, North Mississippi doesn't really focus on a particular demographic. Instead, they make the streets welcome to any age, gender, and race. There are shops for people of all generations to enjoy. Portlanders share common values in being proud to be weird because it makes us unique. Mississippi emphasizes this ideology by encouraging diversity in business practices and promoting businesses that make Portland stand out. The historic Mississippi Business Association hosts annual and monthly events to help strengthen neighbor-to-neighbor relations while attracting individuals and families into becoming part of the North Mississippi community. Events such as the annual North Mississippi Street Fair attract people of all ages. This year, over 30,000 participants from all over the world came to support the local businesses. Other events like the Cirque du Cycling, Christmas tree lighting, and Mardi Gras parade also help attract families with differing interests and backgrounds to take part in the community event. Considering the streets as one and setting out clear guidelines for developers to follow in order to keep them unique has helped build the community to what it is today, making people feel that they have it all in one street. Mississippi has it all, from healthcare services to ice cream shops. What if we rethought how and where we come together? In the quest to offer something for everyone, many cities build outdoor promenades and parks. However, in cities that don't have comfortable weather year-round, this might not be the best option. So are there alternative designs for public space that could be used year-round? There are many existing examples that help guide us to a solution. Half of the Ford Foundation building is a large atrium. Implementing an atrium in Wichita could have many positive effects, such as creating a space for community gardens or a green refuge on cold days. Many resorts and spas have atriums that create a calm and peaceful atmosphere to relieve stress. Why shouldn't a city adopt the idea of building an enclosed space away from the elements? An atrium would not be the only type of indoor public space possible. Free Space in San Francisco is a community-run, city and privately supported office space where interested people get together to think of how they can better their city. The Alhambra is another good example of an outdoor public space which does provide partial cover from the elements. An existing example of this principle of creating something for everyone would be the public library. The next step would be to ask how could that be a community space for more than just storing books? What other activities could be added to the library? Let's think of public spaces not just as outdoor green spaces and parks, but also indoor spaces, sheltered from the elements that can bring the community together. In the last 25 years, a new model for fostering fresh and creative ideas has grown. In the tech industry, startup incubators have become an industry-wide practice. In addition to relatively inexpensive office space, co-working facilities offer young entrepreneurs the opportunity for collaboration and connections with other innovators and funding sources. A DIY and anti-establishment mentality in the young generation of creative minds has expanded this model to other trades. Hacker spaces have been called gyms for innovators. The facilities, which allow DIYers the space and tools to create an event, have become incubators for small businesses. You can join a makerspace if you want to do crafts and put together electronic kits, but most are much more than that. They offer state-of-the-art machinery and like-minded people who can inspire your own creativity. They are an ecosystem for invention and innovation.
Don't wait until something is perfect and then put it into the world or tell that story, but test it, see if it works. If it does, roll with it and continue to improve it. And if it doesn't, then you got it out there early, and then you can go back and reconfigure.
What if we reimagined the city fabric itself? The facade is a key element of any architectural design, as it plays a significant role in how the building and its location are perceived and experienced. The message the architect originally intended is built upon across time and through generations, writing a new text that creates a unique place. The facade of a street is a communicative event that tells us stories, representing the buildings and their contents, as well as the particular ideologies, values, and dynamics of a city and its inhabitants. How, then, can we continue writing this story in the rapidly changing modern world? By trying out new ideas, involving the community, and always imagining what could be rather than what is, Wichita will become the city it wants to be.